What is going on YouTube? My name is Bancroft. Thank you for tuning in. And today, well, we have a mirror match as we go into the final round at our showdown at Chaotic Good. It is Chirrut Tarkentown taking on Chirrut Tarkentown. I think from here on I'm just going to go Chirrut left or Chirrut right, just to make it a little bit easier. But yeah, like always, there's buttons down below. Feel free to click them there for a reason. But let's get into it. Tarkentown is the base that you could deal additional 3 damage to a damage 9-liter unit. And then Chirrut itself has the 3/5, but on undeployed side gives a +2 defense to a card. Or on the deployed side, he just can't die right off the bat. Now, granted, certain cards could just defeat him, but damage will not take out Chirrut until the regroup phase, which is kind of nice. So if you take damage, you can kind of buff him back up if you want to survive, keep him alive, or even heal him. But we are going into phase 1 here. And let's see how this turns out. We got Sabine hitting the board, following up with a Green Squadron A-Wing. Both kind of like good turn 2 plays. Sabine can deal 1 additional damage on attack, and Squadron has raid 2, making it do up to 3 damage. Going into the next phase, we have open fire taking out Green Squadron. And we have another open fire. Kind of getting that mirror match like element there. The same cards being played back and forth almost. Caden hits the board, a 4/5 that could possibly heal your own base. And we have Chirrut Right's own Sabine hitting the board here. And it looks like that was also another pass going into the next phase. Alright, so we're sitting at 5 resources apiece. Got a lot of options here. Debating about swinging with Caden, decide not to. Instead, we use Chirrut's undeployed side to kind of, I guess, give Caden, I don't know why I said guess, but give Caden a +2 to its defense. Just waiting on Chirrut Right to make a decision. So we got a couple cards in hand. It's like they're debating on what looks to be a Jedi lightsaber, which will give a +3/+3 to Sabine, but Sabine will not gain the -2/-2 aspect of that because they are not a force user. Yeah, and we did play Jedi's lightsaber here, which actually bumps Sabine up to a 5/6. Then on attack, will give Sabine, allow Sabine to do an extra damage somewhere else. We do get a couple damage put here. Putting it to 0/4. And yeah, Sabine going into Caden and putting an additional 1 point damage into Caden as well, just to kind of take him out of the way. Tarkentown on turret left side will finish off Sabine though. It's like we're deploying of both leaders. Okay. We still have 5 open resource on Chirrut left and only 2 open resource on Chirrut right. Chirrut right making the attack here, he's putting 3 damage in there, and then we got our own Jedi lightsaber on Chirrut left side, boosting up Chirrut by a 3/3, making him a 6/8, I think. Yeah, and he is a force user, so he'll get that -2/-2 out there as well. Got a couple options here. Chirrut Right's debating on. Looks like one of them was a force throw. I couldn't see the other cards right off the bat. Debating possibly on the force throw here. And Chirrut left just takes out, not yet, but will like pretty much take out Chirrut Right, doing enough damage that when we go into the group phase, finishes him off. And because Chirrut is a force user, he only took 1 damage in that transaction. Green Squadron's on both sides of the boards now, paying 6 full speed of vigilance, giving a shield token and removing Chirrut Right's Green Squadron as well, and then turn around swinging for an additional 10 points, 9 points of damage, I think. Yeah. All right, so we're in the next phase. It does start with Chirrut Right's turn. Just seeing what they do. Paying 7. We're paying for K2, which on has overwhelm 4/4, but when it's defeated, he'll either choose an opponent, make them discard a card, or deal 3 damage to a player's base, which is kind of nice. We have Obi-Wan hitting the board, a little protection to the Chirrut left side as well, kind of keeping it alive a bit longer. And I think we're at the point where there's not much that Chirrut Right can do here. And yeah, and that is pretty much a scoop on turn 1, taking the defeat there. So we are switching over to game 2 now. We have already done our sideboard, and let's see what happens. Getting our resources set up right now. Chirrut Right starts out with the Restore Arc, while we see Sabine hitting the board once again. Restore Arc also, it's a 2/3 that will restore 1 point damage. The only problem is that you kind of don't want to go for... Oh, excellent. Okay, well, we have the Clash of Wing Leaders here. Just giving +2s here and there, putting the damage to 4 to 5. Going to phase 3. Phase 3. Swing, trading with the X-Wings. Sabine attacking the base, and then another trade of 4 base, putting the damage to 8 to 10. Playing K2 to the board, and then doing open fire to Sabine, and then following up with Tarkin Town to kind of take it out all the way. So we're in phase 4 now, and both leaders can be deployed now. K2 starts out attacking with 4 damage to base, following up with another 4 damage with Restore Arc. I just realized I'm saying Restore Arc. That is not Restore Arc. Actually, it is Restore Arc. Is he not healing? He has not been healing this whole time, I don't think. Now, this is the final round. They've been playing for about, I think it's 5 rounds as of right now. Well, okay, real quick, catching up. Deploying both leaders, but then a takedown takes out Chirrut left. But yeah, no, that's very interesting. So after 5 rounds of playing, it looks like, it's one of those things where you overlook the smaller details, but they were not restoring Restore Arc. We are sitting at 15 to 14. Going into phase 5 with 6 resources each. Obi-Wan hits the board, a little defense on the Chirrut left side. Equipping the Jedi lightsaber to Chirrut right. So possibly giving a +2 buff to maybe something like that. Nope. Swinging with K2 instead, getting that additional 3 damage there. Following up with Fleet Lieutenant to kind of get some damage out there, additional, at least to clear out Obi-Wan pretty much. Though I think the combination already would have cleared out Obi-Wan. I think it's just getting the additional unit on there and the attack in the same action. We're sitting at 15 to 18. Swinging here puts it up to 22. It's quite possible he was healing. I just wasn't catching it. He was doing the same motions. So we're in a tough situation, it looks like. You can't. So 18 to 22. It's kind of hard to decide. Apologies. It's kind of hard to decide like what is best here, because once you pass without having anything protecting yourself, then you're gonna have K2 finish the game off. Because at this point, Chirrut left is in a situation where all they gotta do on the next phase is swing K2 into a body, because K2 does have 3 remaining health, and that both the Fleet Lieutenant and Chirrut themselves can take out K2 that way. We did get Luke Skywalker on the board. Like that was a pass. The initiative was switched over. And I think the fear there was if they possibly did an action, then Chirrut left would have had it. Playing Obi-Wan with Sentinel is protection, but K2 will swing in pretty much deal 3 damage to base, and that does take up today's game. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, bye.